Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of my Vintage Story Let's Play. We are starting off where we left off before, hanging out front. I did watch a little bit of the last episode, just so I could figure out where I was at. It's been another week. Hope everyone's had a good week. This is all set. We are ready to make this anvil. Hopping right in. Oh, where'd that go? I don't want that in my inventory. Okay, here we go. Pour up this anvil. Man, that takes forever. Alright. Got that going. Once that's finished, I will break the anvil mold so I can remove that. And we got our ingots over here. Our clay is still firing. Just tuck that away in the inventory. And I know that we're gonna need some more copper because we used all of it on the anvil and these 2 ingots. So I think I'm going to make just a quick run. It's almost 12 o'clock, so we have plenty of time here. See if I can figure out my tools correctly here. And we'll grab another shovel just in case. Toss that in the inventory, and let's go clean out one of the other copper mines that we found. Definitely going to have to trek a little ways down towards our old base. Hopefully we won't go insane again. Let's clear our inventory first, though. Keep our soil on us so we don't get stuck somewhere. Should be good. We just need some food. We do not need these tongs. Go ahead and hang those up on our rack. Excuse me. And let's head east to where our old base was. Go grab some copper. Actually, I remember that we left some beets over here. So I'm gonna go grab these real quick. Oh, onions, okay. I thought they were beets. So we just got 1 onion seed from that. So let's continue on. Oh, nope, there's more here. Nice. Nice. And off we go. Some more bushes over here. Alright, so we found some native copper bits here, away from the base that I haven't marked, so let's go ahead and clean this out real quick. Let's see how much is under here, if anything. There's a lot of peat I gotta dig through. And there's dirt underneath that. Let's go. So much fun. Who would have think you'd have to dig in a digging game? Not me. Not this guy. Alright, what quality is it? It is medium quality. Nice. Let's mine all this up so we can get moving on to the next area. Still a couple more bits left in here. I think... Nope, there's more. Nice. Alright, we are all cleaned out here. Let's get back up and keep on keeping on. Alright, we're coming up on spot number 2 here. Let's see what we got underneath all this sand. Hopefully, we can find some high quality, and then we won't ever have to mine for any more copper. I doubt that's going to be the case, but we can hope, right? Not seeing any copper whatsoever at this spot. It was right here. Oh, here it is. Okay, we just had to go 1 layer down. 2 layers down. In the past, I've always found it under the dirt on the first layer of stone, but that's okay. As long as there's some here, that's all I care about. This is medium quality. There's no complaints there. Can't go wrong with some medium quality copper. Get us some good yield. Oh, it's a pretty big ore vein here. Whoop. I thought I was gonna crash there for a second. That wasn't good. Hopefully whatever that was doesn't continue. I did not like that. Alright, so we got a ton of copper here. That's fantastic. Let's get rid of some of that. We'll keep this for cobblestone. Never know when you might need to make some cobblestone. We're gonna delete this off the map and onto the next. Make the most out of our day here. It's already 4 o'clock in the game. Ah, I thought we had mined this already. Maybe we just dug it out with a shovel. I'm not gonna spend too much time in this spot because we got 2 spots left, I believe, so we'll just move on from here. Remove it from the map and on to the last spot. Yeah. All right. Let's hope we can get enough to stock right up. Nice, medium quality, just like the rest. Perfect. Just mine all this good stuff up. All right, so we cleaned that one right out. We got 64, 84, yeah. And we're gonna go back home. Hopefully we can make it back before it gets dark. Fingers crossed. Rest in peace, old base. You know what? I'm gonna take some of these bushes real quick. Alright, we are arriving back at the base now. I got all these bushes. I think I'm gonna plant these first before I do anything else because they take up a lot of inventory space. I want to have their own spot though. Oh, a deer. I could really use that meat. Hopefully he'll still be there. Let's try and dump this stuff real quick and see if we can't get that deer. I'm gonna just do this for a minute because I don't want to waste any time. Alright, good enough. Grab our spears. See if we can't get that deer. Alright, he's still in the same spot. Let's see if we can't get him. Nope. That was horrible. Come on. Bingo. Oh, that hurt. Oh, he might kill me. Don't kill me, please. Maybe. I mean, good on you for defending yourself, but I'd rather not die. Oh, I missed. Come on, buddy. I need your meat to put food on the table. Where did you go? Man, he is hauling. Give up, dude. You're done for. Oh my word, look at that guy swim. Ah, way too high. I only have 2 spears now, and I just threw both of them. Oh, where'd that second one go? Here he is. Down to 1 spear. Hopefully we won't lose this one. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Gonna be faster on land. Yeah, go for the land. Go for the land. Come on. I'm miserable at this. Swim faster. Swim faster, buddy. Hopefully we don't die out here. We're low on health, chasing a deer, and it's getting dark out. I expect to see some bad mobs. Rift activity is low, which is working in our favor, but I would really like this. Ooh. Oh my word. That was smart. I'm gonna let him go. Yep, I'm letting him go. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think we have blocks either. Yep, we're dead. We're dead. We are DEAD. Oh my word. If we get hit one more time, we are toast. Running for our life over here. We didn't even get our deer, because my accuracy is very poor. Hopefully we can get home before we die. Fingers crossed. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Move faster, buddy. There's the house. Come on, we got this. We got this. And are we in the clear? We are in the clear. All right, let's block that up. Make sure there's no mobs in here. Whew. That is a big sigh of relief. Oh my word, I cannot believe that I just did that. We didn't even get our deer. Oh well. I think next time I need to equip myself with more spears. And I think we're regenerating health here slowly, so we might be okay. Let's try and get some sleep and try and get the rest of our health back, or some of it. "20 hours later. Man, look at that food bar drain. Thankfully I had these berries. Chomp away here. I think I'm gonna grab some of those rhizomes out of the storage. That will be good for now. Alright, after a very unsuccessful hunting adventure, we're back at the base here. Oh sweet, these are done. We need these really bad right now. I'm going to just throw these in here for now, with no regard to how well the base looks, because I need this storage. Let's pick up all of these. I would like this to be my dedicated food storage, but for now it's just gonna be general storage. So we'll keep food in here. And then the rest will be miscellaneous. That's food. This is food. Let's put our seeds in one of these too, just for organizational purposes. Wish it was a sort hotkey. That would be really nice right now. Could really use that. I forgot you can do that. Such an awesome feature. Let's grab this copper out because I don't want that in there. We can store this peat outside. Food, miscellaneous storage. Okay. Good enough for now. I'll work on this more later. For right now, I'd like to focus on the copper. Oh yeah, I forgot we slept. Nice. I probably should have left after sleeping. That way I didn't have to go through that, hunting that deer, but... Oh, that's gonna bother me. There we go, that's better. Sounds like it's raining in the game, but I don't see any rain. Wonder if one of my graphic settings is not set properly. Okay. I forgot to put those seeds away. Let's grab our other seeds here and put them where they belong. Okay, I must have them all on me. For now, I'll just stick them in the food storage. That way I know where it is. Alright. Nice, beautiful day outside to make some copper tools on our new anvil. And, oh, we gotta break this open. Our first anvil. This is huge. Look at that. This thing's massive. Let's replace this cobblestone with our anvil. Heck yeah. Now, we need to put some fuel in there. I believe we just need some charcoal. And we'll do two things at once here. Let's get some more copper into ingot bars. And then we can work on actually making our tools, forging our tools. So we're gonna need charcoal. And I'm already running out of charcoal, so I'm probably gonna need more of this very soon. I don't know how much charcoal you need to heat these up, but and this is gonna need charcoal too to cook the copper. This should get us a ton of copper though. Nice, 2.5 stacks roughly. Get that a nice even number in there. Shoot for 700 maybe. 1,700 units. Oh yeah, we have to light this. Alright. Got our copper cooking over here. Put this torch back and... What did I need? I need some tongs. There we are. Put that in our offhand. We're also out of food already, so I'm gonna need some more food. I'm gonna need to get some more very soon, because this is gonna be ripped right up with our health. We're getting close to done, but I want to make sure those are fully heated before we continue. I really hope that's enough charcoal, because that's all we got. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, awesome. Alright, and this will stay hot for a little while after. So I'm going to ignore this and work on making our shears and our saw blade. Hopefully I don't mess this up. I've done this one other time, I believe. So we're definitely going to want a saw blade. And here we go. This menu is super, super cool. For anyone who hasn't forged items in this game, this is the system that you use to make the tool heads in the forge. It is not very forgiving though, so you have to be very careful where you put these little pixels. One wrong hit and you could lose that bar, or you have to put a whole nother bar on top of it. Which is it's a nice mechanic that they added, I think, to allow you to add some more, but it does stink when you waste material. Whoop. Let's get 2 more of these over there. Feel like a real blacksmith over here. Alright, and I know you can rotate this too. Right click. Make sure we're not missing anything in the front. Now I have to remove these extra chunks that we don't need. This is where you have to be super careful. And I'm gonna leave those just in case I miss. And I'll do the top ones last. Beautiful. A burning hot copper saw blade. And now we're gonna turn this one into shears, because I'd like a nice set of copper shears. And then we can carefully hammer away the rest of these. Okay. That was a little nerve-wracking. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to finish that or not. Nice. Now we got some copper shears and a copper saw blade. Saw blade we should just be able to put on a stick. Nice. Massive. Huge. Alright, we should be able to put away these tongs. Nope, we cannot. Dude, I have the... Oh, they gotta be in my offhand. Alright, can I... Nice, okay, I can put them on the wall. If I take them off, does it cool off? No, it doesn't. Hopefully it cools off while it's sitting on the rack, but if not, that's okay. Now we can get rid of the tongs. Sick. Our food's almost up to full. Not our food, our health is almost up to full. Oh no, that never finished. That's not good. I don't have any more charcoal, and all the coal that I walked by I didn't mark, so I'm gonna have to start another charcoal pit to continue with that. At least it doesn't go back in progress, but we definitely need that. So before I go any further with the copper stuff, let's hang up that saw, and we're gonna need some wood. So let's craft up a bunch of axes here, and we'll get outside and go chop down some trees so we can make another charcoal pit, because we done ran out. Okay, there's the rain texture. It must have just been sprinkling earlier. I'm gonna make a couple spearheads too while we're at it to replenish the spears that I lost. Okay, let's get these on the rack. And go gather some wood. It's too bad I didn't think about making more charcoal sooner. I didn't realize I would need this much, but ideally I would have started it back while we were firing that clay. Alright, and I'm gonna need another axe to turn this all into firewood. So let's make even more axes. We got one spot for an extra tool, so I'll make 2. Keep an extra axe on me. Hang this up for a minute and go take care of all this firewood. And then I'll have to make another charcoal pit. So, I think we have some more rammed earth in the base. I'm gonna use that to build the charcoal pit. And I kinda wanna build in the base, but it's not quite big enough, so we'll just do it out here for now. Maybe dig it into the side of this. And now that we got our little, I think I'll go ahead and do a little something for this. Make it look nice. Wow. I guess that's kind of objective, but make it look like it's an area where stuff gets done. It's more like it. That's a little better. I wouldn't say it's great, but we'll get the job done for now. Now, I need to pick up all that wood and transfer it into our old charcoal pit. In hindsight, I should have made the pit before I went and gathered the wood. That way I wouldn't have to transfer all this again, but that's no biggie. Alright. There, so that should be sufficient enough. I think we have enough wood. Yeah, I'd like to make this taller. We ripped through that charcoal like it was nothing, so I'm gonna make some more of this. Wow, that leaves us almost nothing. It's gonna leave us just enough to light this up, and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna have to get some more wood. Nice little charcoal pit. Get a fire going on that bad boy and light her up. Oh, we have another stack. Awesome. Okay. I thought we used it all up. Gonna need some grass too. So let's block all this off. Light a nice little fire here. And cover it up. And I'm gonna sit here and wait, make sure it's going like it's supposed to, and then we'll go about our business. I don't see it going yet. I don't know if that's because I placed one too many blocks or if I hadn't waited long enough. There we go. Alright, so this is smoking now. I went ahead and just cleared out some of this grass here. Cleaned it up a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put some wood on these fires just to make sure we have enough. Even on this one, so that way when we get it started, it'll be all good. Man, I could really go for a trash slot in this game. All these extra items are so annoying. And our torch went out. We are going to have to cover that. Oh, it's unlit. Awesome. Sweet. So we didn't lose the torch. Nice. Is that still smoking? I hope it didn't go out. Let me dig up this block and make sure it's still smoking. Okay, we're good. I guess I'll leave that block out, so that way we can keep progress on that. And I should have covered all these little torch spots earlier. Much more better-er. Take care of this wood. We already put some wood in the base for the fires, so I don't need that. And I just used up all my wood to get that charcoal going, so I'm gonna need even more wood to make some storage chests that I really need in here badly. So I'm gonna go ahead, open up some space to place some chests, and then I'm gonna go gather some wood so that way I can make the chests. I'm gonna leave those floating for now until we get our chests, and then I'll transfer the items in there. And just in case, I don't know when the last time I broke all these torches was, but I'm gonna go through and break and replace these so they don't go out. Maybe we can make some copper, I don't know what they're called, but you use them to hold torches, and they never burn out if you have them in one of those holders. Still, I just can't remember what they're called, so. But for now, we can just keep placing them and breaking them so they don't go away. And I think that was our last piece of food right there. Yep. Oh, I have an onion. An onion. Fantastic. I'm not worried about that right now. I think the rift activity is calm, which I believe means that we won't get attacked. So I'm gonna make even more axes because we need more wood to make those chests. And I'm gonna go gather some more wood. Our tool racks are all full up too. Let's make a couple extra tool racks. This is looking way more like a base other than these. We can move these somewhere else, but I have plans to make a separate room where we blacksmith and smelt and cook, so I think I'm just gonna leave all that stuff here for now. Focus on making some storage chests and then fixing our cellar. All right. Oh. They should call this Lumberjack Simulator. Hang our axes up here. Keep one on us, that's fine. And now that we have access to a saw, we can make boards. Or planks? Are they called planks or boards? Boards. And it gives you quite a bit out of a stack of logs. So, you know what? I completely forgot. In order to make chests, you need, I think it's called nails or something. Nails and strips. And we have to make that on the anvil. And we don't have any of that copper smelted up, and I can't do anything with that until the charcoal is done. So even though we don't have... it's starting to get daytime here. I don't actually know what to do right now. I guess we can work on the cellar. Yeah, we can make this look a little better. So I still want to keep the entrance here. But I'd like it to look a little bit more like a cellar. So let's go ahead and clear out some of these blocks and reorganize this area over here. Make a little shelf around the edges where we can put the pots, so that way this room isn't so crowded. I gotta get these out of the way. And I have no inventory space. This is great. Got a couple spots in here. Oh, we're dead. Oh my word. What the heck? Cave in. That was nice. Wonderful. Fantastic. Just what I wanted. Jeez, Well, that happened. Guess we don't have to dig out the rest of that roof. Let's get under some solid blocks here in case that happens again. Alright, and Seeds and such will go in one of these. And we'll put the food in the other. Oh yeah, I forgot we don't have any food. Just have grain. Where's the rest of our grain? There it is, okay. And until we get our chests, I'm just gonna inventory dump a bunch of this stuff that we don't need at the moment into here. That way we have some inventory room to mess around with. Oh, forgot about the onion. Can't forget about the onion. Eventually, we'll have a door for our little cellar. But for now, blocks are gonna have to do. Ah, that lost all its progress. So I've officially wasted what we had in our stores for charcoal. That's still going. That's nice. It's oh, I put my sticks in there, didn't I? I did. All right. Let me replace those burned out torches. No, I didn't want that there. I want to close the gate. Replace that burned out torch. That one's good. I really like this to be more of a platform. Perfect. That's a little better. It's not super symmetric, but alright, well, I think I'm gonna cut this episode early because we don't really have much to do right now. And there's not a whole lot going on. So once I get that charcoal made up, and I'll probably go gather some wood off camera. That way we don't have to do that again. And then we can get back to progressing in the Copper Age like this whole episode was supposed to be, but maybe more like a maintenance episode, I guess. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you continue to watch if you've come this far. And enjoy yourself. Have a good week. Peace out.